Yo, yo, yo.
What's poppin'?
It's the Free Gems Podcast.
And this is EJ, aka Mr. 10 Feet, aka Sir Evangeline Joseph, aka The Bully.
And it's your boy Willmatic Beats. Today we got a special guest in the building.
Mr.
Yo, Jay Saint.
You already know it. You already see, I ain't even had to say anything.
Hey, he ain't even need an introduction. Hey, my boy said my pen speak for itself.
You feel me? You know, you already know what it is. But before we jump into that, you already know we got to get to the what?
We got to get to that money, man.
Okay. Photographer, director, rapper, art show curator, designer, model. All of these sound wild pretentious, but that's what you get with Gumbo Simpson.
It's wild.
I'm reading my own
It's all good. It's all right.
We're
gonna cut that out.
We calling no, we're not. We calling the audible right now. All right, I'm reading my own ad. Photographer, director, rapper, art show curator, designer, model. All of these sound wild pretentious, but that's what you get with Gumbo Simpson. For booking, go to www.gsv.world. Follow me on Instagram at GUMBOSA, Gumbosa. Stream the EP Yellow Cake, and after that, stream Purple Cake, the slower version. God bless.
Free Gym.
Hey, my boy slid through that like he done rehearsed it a couple times.
Hey, he just wrote it.
Y'all seen me?
He just wrote it. He just wrote it.
Make sure you give me that name of that tape again. I'm gonna check it out. For sure.
All right, bet. Jay Saint, how you been? How you been living?
Been pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Blessed. Good to be alive in these kind of times.
This man got the album showing.
Hey,
man came in branded.
Got a brand.
merch on his chest. Hey, that logo glistening on his chest too. You don't
You see the gold.
Hey,
That nigga get money.
You know what I'm saying? Just left the barber shop. I see him. You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice little piece for my baby. You know.
Okay. Shout out to Alex.
Hey, shout her out, man.
And my queen, Alexandra. You know, I love you very much.
So where you from?
Well, I'm born and raised Columbus, Georgia.
It licks.
You know me, I like painting pictures. I like painting pictures, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest of two. And I got a younger sister and, you know, father, mother in the home. A nice upbringing, man. Nice upbringing.
Okay.
So I just wanna say something for you. You know, I represent the underdog. Sorry if I lose you with my self-sufficient principle. I don't need a booster.
Okay.
What does being the underdog mean to you?
You put me on the spot. That line actually came from when I was in high school. When I was in high school, and this is when I developed the term of being an underdog. When I was in high school, I was teaching myself how to write raps. It developed from poetry, and it progressed into rapping because I just loved music so doggone much. But that line came from being laughed at one point. My rhyme book got taken from somebody. They were playing with. They was, making a joke, thinking it was funny, and took my rhyme book, and the teacher started reading my rhyme book out loud.
Damn.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard on the yard, there, boy.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't fun. You know what I'm saying? It was. But because I was trying to write a love song, trying to be smooth, trying to talk to the ladies, but. It wasn't really connecting. The words weren't that smooth, and as they are now. But it made me tougher, and the fact of getting laughed at and always feeling left out, like the third wheel, or always, whenever you come around, it's awkward, or whenever, your energy is just sometimes is just never really appreciated like that. It came from that, and I said, you know what? I'm not the only one that feel like this. I speak for those people that are just as gifted, but the world just is too blind to see that person.
Right.
Okay. As we can see from behind the scenes, and what you got going on here, you're really a DIY type of person. Mm-hmm. Very self-sufficient. When it comes to your music, what does keeping your independence, staying self-sufficient mean to you?
Well, it means being able to actually pass something down that means something as far as your masters and your publishing, and I actually sit and write my songs. So if I don't put I'm gonna put the ownership of something I wrote intimately about my life in
Right.
someone else's hand. That just does not sound too intelligent to me. And you know, two, you know, I want to make money at the same time. Like,
Right.
I'm not trying to be the ultimate capitalist here, but you know, black people, we can't give everything for free now. We gotta get past that kind of mindset. You know,
Absolutely.
you know, I want to make money too, but in the process of making money, I want to deliver a message, and I believe I should be paid fairly for that message. You know?
Paid accordingly.
Exactly.
You know, I understand that. I understand that. So you mentioned that, you know, it started off with poetry before it became actually rapping.
Mm-hmm.
The name of your label or group with Scott
Is it a
Lewis.
label?
Yes. We actually have the LLC, EIN number, tax ID number.
Hey, let them folks know.
We have a certificate
Right. And that's
claiming us as an organization.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
we
gonna say,
actually
I'm gonna
exist.
say, get your paperwork right.
Hey,
Yeah.
get your paperwork
Yes.
right. Get the paperwork in order.
Yeah,
man.
stop saying you have a label. You got an Instagram page.
Ooh.
That's it.
Well, I'm
Hey.
gonna say, shots fired.
Hey.
You just have your ducks in a row. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you actually legit before you just start putting it out there.
Pop it, champ. Pop it.
So
And it's
That
you
is.
and Scott Lewis, right?
yes, man,
Right.
Scott Lewis, that's my brother, man, from Augusta, Georgia. We actually met in college.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to shout him out, man. He's a great force in his own, and one day he just randomly called me. I was at home and really on the road to creating this album,
Right.
Intro to Soul Rap, and he just randomly called me, and we had almost a 3-4 hour conversation, and it led to us joining forces. I've been wanting to join forces with him when I was doing films in college, but I guess things working in a full circle, and we hopped on it, started little by little, building the blocks, building the bricks, and building the pieces together, and we're here where we are now. And you asked about Poetry in Motion.
Right.
Yeah, the name, it'd be funny, you know, this is the first time I'm actually going to admit where this came from. Alright, so in Carl Carlton, he has a song called She's a Bad Mama Jamma.
Right.
And I was listening to it, and randomly, one of the lines said, she's poetry in motion, beautiful sight to see. And I was like, poetry in motion. That line stuck out a little bit to me, and then I said, music is poetry in motion. I said, that's the label. That's a perfect description of what we are going to do and what
Right.
we already are.
What y'all are capturing.
Yeah. See, I'm actually the first to actually hear what that came.
Uh-oh.
Free
I'm the
Jim.
first.
Hey,
Y'all the first.
exclusive.
Yes, yes.
We need those.
What you said that you know that you went to college and everything. So what did you major in? What school did you go to?
All right, so yeah, fall 2012, after graduating from Carver High School in Columbus, shout out to the Tigers, you know what I'm saying. I went to Albany State University in Albany, Georgia, and I started off majoring in, I believe, theater. Actually, I started majoring in theater because I wanted to be like Denzel Washington.
Okay. Then.
Okay.
Shout out to Denzel.
Hey, I wanted to be an actor at one point, and then
the GOAT.
man, I'm really telling my life story. Wow. So because I haven't really told this stuff to a lot of people, but then it switched to business administration because my parents were kind of getting on to me about getting a major that they felt like would lead me in the right direction and I would make money from, and I didn't want to do that. So then I got out of that and switched to mass communication, and that's where I started getting into the films, and I started working at a college radio station.
Okay.
And
How was that?
man, life-changing experience because actually I was in band when I first started at Albany State my freshman year,
Okay.
and I really, you know, I had so many differences with people that, you know, was in my immediate circle at the time, and plus band at a HBCU is like a job. Like, it's practice
Right.
morning, noon, night, every day, all day, other than class,
Right.
and other than eating, you at practice all day long.
Kind of like
And
sports. In
yeah,
college.
Right.
It's, people don't look. If you're not in band or you don't have anybody in your family that was a band member or is a band member, you will not understand when I say this. Band is a sport. Band is a sport, okay? I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, put on
Band is a sport.
All right.
Band is a sport.
The band members gonna hear this and be like, he's right. He's right.
It's legit like a sport because you got to stay in shape just like any other sport. It's legit work.
What instrument did you play?
I started off playing trumpet in middle school all the way up to my sophomore year in high school. And then I started playing baritone just because trumpet got boring. But when I played baritone, it sure was fun. And shout out to my partner, Jacoby. You know what I'm saying? He's in the city as well. And, yeah.
So you can read music and
No.
Oh no?
Never could. I can kind of read it, but not that much. I will be honest with you. I kind of played off making notes on the music sheets and by hearing it a little bit and imitating a little bit and like hear the tone or you hear where the song going.
Right.
And that was in middle school. And then when I got to high school, we played songs on the radio or songs that we heard. So then a lot of the oldies, I would go listen to the song.
And try to imitate.
And then I'm like, okay, I hear what my part is. Listen to it, then get to practice. After I hear it a couple times, of course I get laughed at, made fun of. You don't know how to read music? Yeah, watch Friday. Friday, I'm gonna know this song.
Hey, Friday, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
Sure enough, I'm leading the show. What you talking about?
Exactly. And Friday is like, all right, he got it. It didn't take long. That's how I kind of learned a lot of soul songs and a lot of like music like that. Music catalog started growing in my head as I was in band. I came from a family where I was not allowed to listen to secular music.
Right.
For a little while, I had those church devout parents, so hip hop I had to kind of like, in rap music I had to kind of like sneak and watch it. I used to sneak and watch Rap City. I kind of came home from the bus and used to sneak in, get 106 in Park, and when my parents come home, turn TV off, run the room, Yeah, so I was one of them.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Man.
What was that album that made you fall in love with hip hop? What made you start writing?
All right. I give you. I had to actually. The funny thing is, I remember only a few songs that ever made me cry were Whitney Houston, "I Will Always Love You," Sam Cooke, "A Change Is Gonna Come," and I remember hearing Tupac, "Dear Mama," and that song it just took me out. I just was like, it was the emotion of it.
Right.
The first rap song I remember hearing was Tupac "Pain." I remember hearing that and I was like, man, what is that? Whatever he's doing, I want to do that. And because it was like so raw in your face and it was hitting me in my jaw like, man, this is some real emotions. And it was a way, he was like, I'm the clippers in my motherfucking gloves. It was just like, dang, like, I just wish I could sound like that. Like, that's just really cool. Like, voice all deep and the way he would do the enunciations of the words.
Right.
And I remember the first song I really rap song I really memorized all the way front and back was "Juicy" by Biggie.
Okay.
Let me see. Now, first album that really made me sit and want to really write. I would say probably "Life After Death" by Biggie. Because that was one of the first albums one of my father's friends gave me. I used to sneak to his house and go get a bunch of tapes. Because, once I got a little window to see rap music on TV, I'm like, man, I like this. I'm like, I know my uncle. Well, he's like my little play uncle, but like he's my father's friend. I was like, I know he has like so many tapes. Cause he was like the DVD guy and the CD guy.
And he had all the bootlegs.
Exactly.
Everything.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I know. And I had a CD player, so I'm like, okay, cool. And I had like a little Xbox 360, so I could put the CDs on there,
right?
And load it onto the system.
While
I'm playing the game, I can listen to the album. So I'm like, okay.
These young cats don't know about putting the music on the Xbox.
Man, they don't know, man. That was like the plug.
They don't know about that.
It was like a music library before streaming and all that. It was like a secret favorite music library. So then I go to his house. You know, I get on a Saturday, sweltering hot. I had a bull bag on me, and I look crazy.
Right.
I'm like really feeding off music. I'm like, I need whatever this type of music is. I need this.
Right.
And so then I ran, go to his house, walk to his house. It's right down the street, right across from Sweetwater.
Right.
And I go down there. He gave me a bunch of Biggie tapes. He gave me a bunch of Pop tapes. He gave me some T.I. He gives me some.
What year
oldies.
was this?
This was round. I say round probably 2008, 2009.
Damn, so that's late. Like
That's what,
Yeah.
2008 T.I. That's what, King?
Wait,
no, that's
No, that was Paper Trail.
Paper Trail.
That's
Paper
Paper
Trail,
Trail.
okay.
That's Swagger Like Us.
Oh,
Yeah.
dog. Okay.
Yeah, I'm catching on rap late. So
Right.
all I hear is what everybody else likes. But my uncle, him being an older guy,
Mhm.
he gives me classic stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, well, it's rap music. So I'm listening to it. I remember Life After Death. I just was like, this is probably the most incredible thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, man, I don't know, it's stuff that I've never even seen before. I don't know how I live that kind of life. I was just like, it's painting pictures in my head.
Yeah.
So then I listened to Paul, and like with Paul, it's like the albums weren't perfect because he was giving me the posthumous joints too. So he was giving me those
posthumous,
also.
yeah.
So I'm just like, some of these songs was ass, like far as beats. Like not lyrics, it was just like some of the beats. I'm just like, how I changed the beats. But I was like, these lyrics are just like vivid and like storytelling and like emotional, and I feel it. And I remember vividly Life After Death. I remember vividly listening to Me Against the World. I remember
That's a classic.
Yeah, I remember. People don't understand that, man. People don't understand that.
Bro, me against the world.
Yeah.
Like that. It took me
Emotional
as
depth.
as an adult, like
Yeah.
to really, really, really like
Appreciate
enjoy
Right.
Me Against the World. The writing, it like how he set up his bar, like just everything
Exactly.
about it, bro. Like it's hands like top to bottom.
Right.
Right. Then
Real quick.
Okay.
Real quick. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We gonna go through a whole different tangent if I ask this question, but keep
Right.
going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run through. I'm just running through the albums as best I can. I know. Then, let me see. I know the first album someone ever bought for me was T.I. Paper Trail, and I remember I'm Illy blew my mind away.
Right.
Rapping for the hell of it, Rich. Never had to tell about again. Must tell a bitch
Right.
again. I just like ooh. And
Bro, did you know that was the first album he actually like physically wrote?
See,
Wait,
don't do
what?
that. Don't do that. Don't.
No,
Hey, man,
Don't do that.
no.
He freestyled before.
No, yeah, like,
Okay, who?
like,
Oh, see, I
Alright,
thought you
who?
were gonna hit me with some more Ghost
I
Rider.
thought he was
oh,
a Ghost Rider, man. Hit me with that,
no,
bro.
he actually physically.
He's in my top 10.
He physically wrote it, like not,
Okay.
you know, the Jay-Z effect.
Thought
I'm
you-
saying,
okay,
like,
okay.
nah, I wasn't gonna hit you with
Ooh,
the.
well, I was scared, man.
Nah.
I'm
You know,
scared.
He wrote to you.
I was just like, man, I was like,
Like,
DJ,
oh,
don't
not
do
again.
that.
Nah.
Don't be that dude right now.
Hey,
Nah, I ain't gonna
save
shoot
that
you
for
down. No, that was the first one that he like. That's why it was called Paper Trail. Because if you remember, that's when he went to the prison.
Prison,
and
okay.
He came out.
That was going to jail album.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
well, I think Getting Out album.
Right.
Okay.
Getting Out album. Because he went to prison.
He had not went yet because I remember he was saying one of the songs was Ready for Whatever.
Yeah.
Even though my head in the cloud, I'm standing in amazement.
Yeah.
Like it was like getting ready to go to jail album. So I
Right.
remember he made it a big thing. And you know me being a naive child, I'm like, man, he ain't do it, y'all. He been framed. They trying to bring the black man down. Man,
This guy.
naive. I'm like, yeah, he had all them guns. I got older. I'm like, yeah, he had all that. That's what it was. But T.I. Paper Trail. I remember ATLians. I remember
Classic.
ATLians blowing me away. Definitely. I'm not gonna act like Big Boy wasn't a GOAT. Definitely is a GOAT. It was Andre's verse in Over the Woods that blew my mind away. Elevators was dope. It was specifically what he was talking about in Over the Woods.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to run through them. Far as the first song that ever made me, to answer your question, ever made me want to sit and just write, right, and like really, it made me figure out exactly what I wanted to do if I made music was
Right.
Common the People. I remember watching that song on Rhapsody. It was just going off. I just got home, and the bus had just dropped me off a little early. And I remember listening to the people, and I was just like, oh, it's something about the way this song sounds. I want to do something like that. And I was watching the you know, not no shade to nobody, you know what I'm saying, that do that type of music, you know, the club stuff, you know what I'm saying, nothing wrong with that. I noticed that I felt it more. Like other songs, it was just like, okay, like, you like, and then white like
shout out to
okay, like
don't disrespect.
Don't disrespect Soulja.
Big Draco. Big Draco. Disrespect Soulja.
Listen, put some respect on Big Soulja.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't doing the same dance in the living room, and I was like doing it to the best of my ability in there.
But I'm glad though. I'm glad that you mentioned Common, bro, because Common don't get the respect he deserves.
He don't get
as a rapper,
enough love at
as
all,
a
man.
lyricist. He don't get the respect he deserves, and he deserved that.
Yeah,
he deserved that.
He doesn't. Yeah, but I had a couple of albums later on in college. Exodus by Bob Marley. What's Going On impacted me a lot. Just run through a couple. Michael Jackson specifically his #1 CDs. I know people don't like putting, you know,
Greatest hits
compilations, but specifically the #1s. I will, you know, Thriller is definitely dope. But yeah, specifically the #1s. I think there's so many others, but because I'm a music head, so you know me. But it was a combination of so many records that created my little formula of what I wanted to be and wanted to do.
Right. Yeah. Hey, I'm rocking with it, man. That's a for you to get on hip hop as late as you did. You still took the time as a student of the game to go back and really dig in, man, and that's what
you got to. If you don't study, you have to. I heard this from Michael Jackson. He said, "Study the greats and become greater."
Free Jim.
Hey.
Yeah, like you got to study the game. I think that's what a lot of people don't want to do, because you actually learn techniques that you can build off on.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like, I actually tell y'all, like, my singing style on my hooks, I got a lot of that style from Marvin Gaye.
Right.
Listening to Marvin Gaye so much. I remember I Want You just...
That's my favorite
These
Marvin Gaye
background
song, bro.
vocals
Really?
are so hard. Like, just listening to I Want You over and over. I remember asking my dad hated that song. Like, he didn't really like that song like that. He liked the, you know, no offense, my dad liked the typical hits. Like, my dad likes to play the Sexual Healing, play Let's Get It On.
Right.
I don't want to hear all the I'm like, yo, this I Want You joint, run this back. You don't hear this, man.
You trying to put pops on.
Man, I'm like, this your era, man. This your era.
Yeah.
But I get it. When you have a music mind and you like take to certain vibrations,
Right.
you hear things different. And
I think we ain't here.
that's exactly. I think that's the new generation. You know, which I'm part of. I think the ones that stick out are the ones that learn from the ancestors and the people that have already set things in place.
Right.
You learn from them. So study the greats and become greater. You know, I'm gonna do that.
I know you wanted to switch gears. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that.
Oh, he
covered it.
Nah, he didn't cover it. I can't even remember what I was going to ask. What I was going to ask.
We're gonna come back to it then.
We
gotta come back to that. We gotta come back to that.
So I know that I know me and you have talked offline, man, about you wanting to produce.
Mm-hmm.
And with your love and you being, like I said, you being a student of the game and loving the oldies the way you do. Have you really picked up producing yet? And if so, how does sampling play a part in that?
Well, I haven't yet, but I have the equipment. And you know what it is? I'm still trying to master becoming I won't say rapper, because I look at my music, I want it to read like a James Baldwin book. I want it to read like, and you listening to an author. I don't like it being interpreted like a rapper. Right. A rapper is just, to me, it's sometimes a disrespectful term, because we're all music artists.
Right.
Whether you rap, sing, instrumentalist, you're an artist.
Absolutely.
You create music. people like to use the word rapper. Not everybody, but people like to use the word rapper as basically like that nigga that do that music shit. They use that.
You got a point. You got a point. Rapper does come off as a tad bit like a slight.
Yeah.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like a slight.
does.
Oh, you rap? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
it comes off like,
Exactly.
what you trying to say? Type, yes,
Our own people do it.
I feel
Our own
you.
people do it. I've gotten that energy before, and I've had to say, in defense, no. I started off saying I'm a soul rap artist, or I would say, yeah, I rap and I sing. Because I've noticed people take to singing more, and they would hear me singing my hooks. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, the verses are really good too." I'd be like, "Yeah, the verses were good anyway."
Yeah.
It took the singing to just make you comfortable with listening to rap music.
What you who are some of your like inspirations of today that influence you?
Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right. I will say. Oh, do it have to be a certain era or just new generation?
No, I would like today. Like,
so we'll say the last.
Give me a time.
Cause like for an example, we've hung out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You played me some stuff that sounded
Okay.
like you was inspired by Crit.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I got you. I know where you're coming from now. Okay, yeah. Big Crit. I'll admit, I learned flow from Big Crit. I learned a lot of. I learned how to play with flows. Like a rapper, when he raps, it should sound like jazz music. It's like a saxophone. It's like a trumpet. It's like flows, and it should flow like water.
Right.
When it's stagnant like that, it's not flowing. You're supposed to make it jazz music. It's supposed to flow with the water. I learned that from Crit. Crit was like, ever since I was a youngin', up in my grandma's house. I was like, how you say up in my grandma's house like so fast like that, and it fit right on the tap of the drum.
Right.
Y'all gotta forgive me. I study music like that. Like y'all hearing how I study music. So now I listen to other, artists, local artists' music. I listen to stuff like that. I be like, okay, they came on it like that. They did that. But Big Crit, definitely. Let's see. I respect Wayne's 05 through 08 era because I learned how big metaphors could make you.
Yeah.
I literally this man has a metaphor for everything. I'm like, man, he has a metaphor for the Wheezy F. I'm like, you got a metaphor for the F stands for fanatic or phenomenal. I'm like, you got a metaphor for that?
He was wrong.
It was mad wrong.
And he even said years later he was pissed off about it.
Right, and wanted to take it and wanted to change it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he didn't though.
Yeah.
Wayne, let me see, who else? Nipsey for the hustle and the boldness and the independent drive, and he made me even feel cool by being independent. I'm like, yeah, I'm independent, man. Fuck the middleman. I'm like,
you ever see yourself on a label?
If it's on my terms, a distributional partnership, and where we work Poetry in Motion, we own the mastering rights, and as far as we own the catalog, y'all distribute, we control the making of the music. All you do is you show up when we got a product ready. We tell you how this campaign's gonna run.
Right.
You let us know how much you can give to this campaign, and we can move on from there.
So you really just need a machine,
pretty much,
to get you, to back you and everything.
Yeah,
you got it all covered.
Exactly. But I will be fair in saying that I don't expect to not be given at least some of what I want, and someone try to get a little bit of what they want too. I'm willing to talk if it makes sense, but if it's not connected with my goal, at least about 95%.
Yeah.
I'm good because they've been taking our music so long and taking our stuff and doing what they want to. You know how they do with that black community.
My boy said he need an 85-15 split. Okay.
Yeah,
my boy said he want that Master P.
We
what I'm saying?
We deserve to have our share at this point, man. We didn't sit here and carried the mule up the hill for so long. Like, man, we deserve our share at this point.
And labels refuse to give it back. Strong on me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Bro.
They'll put BLM in your handles, but they sure won't give you money back.
Oh,
Ooh.
nah. One of the worst things I've seen and is you assign whether you're a podcast, whether you're an artist, and they won't give you your money.
Yeah.
They'll give you a watch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Or chain or something like that.
like, bro, what this watch gonna do for me?
Buy you this car.
You know, bro, hit you with the TLC real quick. We're gonna buy you a house, and we're gonna get you some Jeeps.
Some Jeeps.
No, you
Keep
tell the truth though. Now you tell
Get
the
you a
truth.
Land Rover.
like for real, because you know people.
That's
And
not tied to self-esteem though.
it is.
It's not tied to self-esteem. Like I saw a video on how to sell to the Negro. Like
Oh yeah,
all you gotta do is put a
big.
brand on it.
That's
Negro
big.
buy it.
That's
like,
big.
It's connected to how we feel about ourselves. If you don't have self-esteem, you won't walk from the table. You'll think this guy's ice colder just because he white. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing
Free
against.
jam.
And, you know, that's not against. That's not against my white brothers, but you know, y'all got y'all's. We need our own shit.
Yeah,
Right.
We need our own shit. We got to learn to appreciate our own stuff too.
yeah.
Like that's the problem. We get our own stuff and we'll find every single thing to complain about. We won't build it up. We won't say, okay, all right, it might be a little ramshack right now. Let me brush this. Let me paint this up. Let me fix the carpet. Let me fix the rug a little bit.
So, with you saying that, what do you think the problem with the Columbus music scene and why it seemed like it's hard for us to band together and really come together as one? Like you see the Atlanta artists do. The Atlanta artists tend to really band together and they really seem to stick together, stick with each other. Because of just collaborating, working, you see it a lot. The Atlanta artists tend to flock with the other Atlanta artists. Why does it seem like it's hard for the Columbus to do the same thing?
Well, I got a couple reasons that I think. Because I'm not gonna act like I have all the answers and I'm completely right, but this is what I think it is. One, this is definitely a city that's, as far as music scene, the people seem to go with what everyone else is doing
Right.
and who's popular, who they knew in high school, who had all the girls back then, and we want to see what he's doing now. Oh, he raps now. Oh, cool. We're gonna rock with that too.
Right.
It seems like kind of a trendy place far as some of the music listeners. And I'm not surprised because honestly, to be real, most of the mainstream stuff that we listen to, we got it late. When we hear it, we get it late. So I think it's that as far as the trendy thing, because people tend to like stuff when everybody else like it.
Right.
Two, as far as collabing with other artists, you know, my problem at first, well, not even a problem. I had to figure myself out first.
Right.
I can't collaborate if I don't even know who Jay Saint is yet. You know,
Absolutely.
that's why I was a little reluctant to collaborate as much. And plus, I want to build my own brand. That way, we collaborate, we can set off a bomb together.
Yeah.
Like, your brand and my brand, we can, like, set some shit off. Like, and my folks pushing and your folks pushing. I think, too, some artists, they will never admit this. They will never admit this. They secretly compete, you know, because I compete in a healthy way. I'm like, all right, you know what, on this verse, you know, I'm going to take your head off, right? You know, I
It talk that talk.
Hey, pop it, champ.
It talk that
yeah,
talk.
it's, you know, I'm gonna take your head off, but it's more when you hit that negative side of competition where it's like, oh man, I'm just this little nigga, man, I'm helping this nigga out. I'm like, you know,
Right.
he ain't really gonna get shit from this, you know. Is that kind of attitude sometimes, or attitude like, you know, I'm already popping, like I'm downgrade myself coming down here with this little nigga at, like, you know, some of them get kind of with their chest poked out, you know, head a little lifted up.
You know who is really good as far as a mainstream artist that help out a lot of like underground artists like that, and they don't see? Rick Ross, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Rick Ross is on everybody's stuff.
It's especially
Or look, he'll be with the Hoes, and he'll be with the Smoke Perps.
Right.
Okay.
And as far as like R&B acts too,
Yeah.
some of the features he have for these, like doing the hooks, I'd be like, I have never heard of this person ever in my life.
But it's
Ever
nice.
in my life,
Right.
but they be going off though.
You're right.
Going
So
off.
with you saying that does play a key factor in the
Yeah,
people, and a lot of people like I remember.
I got more reasons, but yeah.
Oh.
I got more. I got more.
Keep going, bro.
You got that. That's 2. 3. Far as the people like promoters, DJs, curators, A&R types, party people, they tend to. They're not taking an innovative mindset. They're not trying to be innovators. They're just being presenters. I present to you someone who you already like already. That's kind of
that's
the
true.
mindset they take. They all right. Everybody show up. This dude come. I'm not saying they should just completely take Joe Blow that we never heard before, and he might be good. No, I'm telling you to give everybody a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? If the shit is dope, let him go prove his shit dope. Let him go prove it. If it ain't, and he bomb, then it's on him.
Right, that's true.
It's on him. You got to give people the opportunity to sometimes fall on their feet, fall on their ass. I went to Martinez and did an artist showcase one time. I'll never forget. I'll never forget how other people treat me. You know, I forgive, but I don't forget.
Right.
I remember doing one of my songs, Let Me Know, right? And I'm looking around and I really don't see anybody really taking to it that much. But I remember vividly, I remember seeing Mike Grizzly. I remember seeing Rhea. They were kind of bopping to it a little bit. And I just noticed that. I was just like, the fact they can do that in public.
Shout out my guys.
Hey,
The fact they do that in public, that's I respect that. Because most niggas will do the 2 hands folded up in front of your face.
Right.
And, kind of look at you like, you know what I'm saying? Who this young nigga think he is? Like, they'll like it. They'll like your music. They'll
Put it on the front.
They'll be
completely like
scared.
your
They'll be
music.
scared to be rocking with you.
Yeah, it's all good. Like with me, I'm not gonna give you noise if it really ain't that good to me.
Yeah.
But when I like it, I'm gonna be like, let's go. Like, I'm gonna be into it.
Showing love.
It's that, and plus, I think we just, for as expansive as music is, I think we just haven't realized our real power. The people have the power to make someone popular.
That's true.
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
people, not blogs, not media companies, not YouTube, not social media, because the algorithm's getting more fucked up by the day. But
That is true.
It's people. It's people make the next stars, and
So as far as your journey, how do you see yourself breaking that mold, and your art, being pushed?
Well, my plan I've had with mine is this was actually the first phase of the plan, Intro to Soul Rap. The first album is basically to introduce myself.
Right.
Introduce myself, and the plan was to drop an album, do a couple videos, show my face, show creatively what I can do. Then the next phase was do a series of EPs. This was the first one. It was to do a series of EPs and singles. So singles, EPs,
Right.
until it builds up into a following and a fan base, a loyal fan base that's actually like subscribed to my email list.
Right.
Shout out to EJ, he's on the email list, by the way.
Shoot me that, man. So I can subscribe.
I definitely will. Because I measure a fan base by who's actually like on my channels, not Instagram.
You read the music industry book.
It's true.
You giving out game.
Right.
Yeah,
You giving out game because that's what you need to do, and that's how you can track your fans.
Yeah.
That's a free gem, by the way. But
oh, by the way, a great book for any music artist to read is Making Money with Music. Making Money with Music. That's the one-stop book for anything. It gives you all the necessary gems. I read a bunch of music industry books. That is the one book that shows me everything.
who's the author?
Oh,
You
man.
can't just give people the book and
Man, hold
not
on.
give them the author.
Hold on.
At least tell us where we can pick it up.
Right, like, and you get it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or something.
All right, so they have a copy. I actually had been to Barnes & Noble earlier, I think late last week. I did see one copy. It was by the music section. I just, seeing it in there, it was nice to see it again. It is by, here it is, right here. It is by Randy Shirtcow and Jason Feehan. And it has a black cover with green volume levels on it.
Okay,
Okay. It's easy to spot out.
It's
Definitely go pick that up.
And what's the name of the book again?
Making Money with Music. It is a one-stop shop for everything. They actually have a newsletter that you can subscribe to along with the book. So as the music industry grows and new changes, they add on to the book. They update.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That book alone, the rest of my books, I put them up somewhere. That book, I take it with me. I got a copy of it on my phone and a physical copy at home.
Right.
So, yeah, but that's to get back to your question. Series of EPs and singles, build a loyal fan base through email. Also, for people that subscribe to the Saints Club, and my website and stuff like that I'm actually building in the moment. People that subscribe to it, I'm actually going to make very unique experiences. They experience stuff that if you're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you're not even going to hear about it. You're just going to randomly, I expect, because, I'm a forward thinker and I'm a positive thinker, and I already know my purpose has already been mapped out for me. I know that the stuff that I'm planning on, the exclusive content I'm going to give people to the Saints Club, that content is going to get out. Someone's going to be like, man, have you seen this? And I'm like, no, I haven't even seen it. They're going to go look on YouTube. There's nowhere to be found.
Right. And they can only get it through email.
Because I'm actually going to give them the movie file. Like, you actually get a physical copy of this movie, or you actually got a file right here that you can forever do whatever you want to. I'm actually working on a behind-the-scenes film of the making of this album right here.
That's hard, bro.
So
I'm
they
not
can see
giving
the
that
process and everything.
Yeah, they can see me getting frustrated in the studio, going back and forth
That's
about
hard,
mixes, everything like that. Me fussing at, shout out to Easy Does It. Me fussing at his kids because he didn't say celebrate right. Like, I put a little clip on my Instagram. You can actually go see it just to get a preview of what that type of content looks like. But stuff like that, I'm going to give them a unique experience. Clothing as well. I got a new idea for a clothing company. Kind of like how similar with Nipsey did with the Marathon clothing. I want to do the same with the Saints apparel. I'm going to make it clear, this is not a J Saint clothing, not going to be a J Saint clothing company. This is for everyone who considers themselves a saint. A saint is someone who lives their life for the purpose of something greater than themselves. That is a saint.
Free Jim.
I'm rocking with that. I kind of want to switch gears, man.
Okay.
You recently performed at the Tri-City Hip Hop Awards, right?
Yeah.
How was that experience, and were you nervous?
I'm always nervous for some reason when I go on stage, man.
Right.
Mainly because, you get started with the crickets at first.
Right.
I tested the crowd out by saying, how y'all feeling? A little noise here, like, oh, they ain't really getting it.
Right.
Yeah, I tried it again, a little louder next time. I was like, okay, cool. The funny thing is, I'll tell y'all what happened at that show. He actually played the wrong song first.
Oh man.
He played the wrong song first.
Was it your song at least?
It was my song.
Oh, okay.
At least you could still, you could have played that off and still rock the crowd.
Right. Yes. He actually played Key to the City first. It's supposed to be New Dimension first. So when he played Key to the City, Scott Lewis looked in my face and he just like, yeah, he told me that on the phone. He said, bro, I could tell you was so heated, bro. I was just like, I was Scorpio, man. Like, I was livid, man. But I couldn't let it show. I looked at him a glance and he was just like, bro, get it together. I'm like, all right, I gotta act like that was supposed to happen. So I'm like, okay. So went to Key to City, and now you know what? Last minute, I think I believe it was my girlfriend and Scott Lewis. I think they both told me you should do something to make that performance more intimate. So I took the advice of sitting down on the stage. Even though it was weird, I was like, I'm about to sit down on the stage. I was like, okay. I sat down and I started rapping the verse, and I'm like, hey, this does feel more intimate. Like, cause Key to the City, I wrote that song for black women really in particular. It was about my story in there, and a little semi-autobiographical, but it was for black women because, you know, and specifically too for dark-skinned black women because my girlfriend has made me quite aware of the struggles that a lot of our black women, you know, go through, how they treated, you know, how they ostracized a bit. I was a little unaware of that, you know, being a male, you know what I'm saying? We like, man, I got my own thing going on. I'm like, yo, the world catered to y'all. Yeah. But I could have been more blind. Yeah, like, I could have been more blind. Like, I was very blind to that. And
very unprotected.
Yeah, bro. I can't lie. I was very blind to that.
Right.
I think a lot of mistakes some black men, well, I'm going to say some. Some black men, even though on social media, it looks like a lot. Sometimes we unfairly do put our personal experiences, we connect them to how we feel to black women, which in return, I will be fair in saying that black women unfairly sometimes do that to black men, and that's the thing that keeps us divided so much.
Absolutely.
We do that too much to each other. So yeah. I was nervous, but little by little, started feeling the jitter start coming off, and having Sky with me kind of made it easier for me because when I perform by myself, I know a couple times I felt frustrated because I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna perform ever again in a club. It doesn't do me justice because the type of music I make, it's just not meant for that type of setting.
Right.
It's just not, and I'm doing the club injustice. I'm not giving them the vibe
that they looking for. It's not even about me. It's the fact that I'm out of place. I got a suit on and we in a pool. Right. Yeah.
So, you know, it's about knowing where you belong. You know, where to put the music at.
Okay.
As far as like your journey and your career, what's some of the most challenging aspects of your journey? And what's some of the most rewarding?
I'm not gonna lie, man, the blessings I got from this project have blown my mind a little bit. Like, I won't even lie, I got a call from a young lady, I'm not gonna say her name, man. She told me, like, she had a bad car accident, and she said listening to Elevate made her, like, feel better. I just was like, dang, like, you just lost your car, and she was, you know, it was on bed rest for a little while. I'm just like, dang, my song like made you feel better. I'm just like, dang, like, you know, you don't think as an artist, like, I'm like, man, my song actually makes someone feel like just better. And just looking at streaming numbers, they keep growing. They just keep growing. I just reached 2K plays for this year on Apple Music, and like, that to me is a heck of a goal. I don't care. I got 2 million, bitch. I got 2K.
Right.
I'm struggling to make 100.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you should feel proud of that.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I'm so proud of that because I actually get paid for my music. You know, my TuneCore, I actually have gotten money. I gotten like, I think one weekend, like, no stream numbers were so good. I got like a $5 check from Apple Music.
Right.
And that's small to someone, but
that's big because, you know, I'm like, you're getting paid for your words.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm like, I take pride in that, you know, and I check my TuneCore, you know, quarterly, and I check, and little by little cents come in, little streaming royalties come in, and I enjoy looking at that because I'm like, man, those cents are gonna be dollars, and those dollars are gonna be millions, and those millions are gonna be billions. So I look at it like that.
It all adds up, man. It's the process.
Right. Do you think that streaming equates to, like, you know, the dollar amounts? Like, do you think it's fair?
I'm gonna finish your first question you asked me too. As far as the streaming numbers, I've checked the royalties. Let me do my phone because I saved a post one time.
Bro got the fact checks.
Look,
I got the receipts.
My boy said I got the gym facts.
Hold on, because I actually think I saved one. Let me see if I can't find it. I'm gonna move on.
Gym facts.
Hold on,
When they pull out their phone.
I want to find this one. It was a fact from Billboard, I believe. It was a fact.
The reason why I brought it up was because of what the Spotify CEO had said about
Oh yeah, but put just
the artists need to work harder.
Now I'm not even gonna lie. Now I'm not even gonna lie.
Crazy.
In this here it is. I found it. It said, "Did you know 1,500 streams from this is from the RIAA? 1,500 streams equals one album sale. A gold album equals 750 million. Wow,
That's a lot.
streams. Billboard, 1,250 paid streams equals one album sale. A gold album equals 625 million paid streams. So it shows that RIAA and Billboard, they're kind of on a different metric
Yeah,
as far as streaming. So when I saw that, I was just like, man, like getting those kind of streams, you either, you're gonna have to really own your content. You're gonna have to own
Not
that.
even just that. You
Right.
gotta tap into the markets, the different markets, and you gotta like travel and actually
brand
have,
too.
you know what I'm saying,
Right.
push your music and have money behind your music.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you thinking that you just gonna pop just out of the city, I mean some people can, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of artists, especially, no slight to you or no knock to you, but a lot of people that's like yourself, because you're going against the grain. You're not trap rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not making particularly club music.
Yeah, popcorn music.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So it's great music. Like your album is a great body of work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite songs is New Dimension, and I like first off, I feel as if you took off on that second verse, like you left the person
Right.
that you was on. Like, and no slight to him, he was nice too, but you took off to me.
Right.
You know,
Thank
but
you. That verse was actually about what I went through in high school.
it sounded really reflective.
Yeah.
Right.
It sounded real reflective, and it was, to me, I like emotion based music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So and like if you can pull emotion and you can like and I can hear like how raw, and it sounded like you was almost, it sounded like you was talking either to yourself
I wanted to make it like that.
or talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Yeah.
first concept we're gonna do for the video, it was gonna be me having a class
Yeah.
on a board and teaching it.
That's
how we didn't get to do it. Pull it off.
You still can do it.
Yeah, but you're right. We can. We can.
You
do something
can.
like
I mean,
that.
we
can
in
do
a
something
different.
like
Bruh.
Yeah, you're
One
right,
thing
you're
that
right.
Hov said, back when the internet, as far as the music was being pushed, bro, we in the wild, wild west, bro. We create our own rules. It's no set.
You're right. You're
There's
right.
no rules to this. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That's a free gem, by the way.
that. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, I heard that.
like you create your own rules. You don't have to go by nobody else's standards. You do you, and I feel as if you're doing a great job by that. You know what I'm saying? I want to big you up because although we're up and coming, we're all up and coming.
Absolutely.
You come in here, you got your own camera, you got your own brand with your shirt, you got your album showing.
Right.
Like you out here really pushing your stuff, and you out here really branding, and that's what artists really need. Like just by that's a free gem alone.
Right.
You know what I'm
Thank you
saying?
for that,
Like,
brother.
Right.
Thank you for that.
like people really gotta take themselves serious. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing that.
Right. And you can tell. You know what I mean? Like just piggybacking off what he said, just the preparedness. You know what I mean? You came in, and I knew this prior that he was bringing his camera.
See, I didn't know.
But even when he said it on the phone, it was like I can tell that he's taking this seriously.
Yes, sir.
And just from that alone, I was like, I can appreciate that. Then you come in, you got the album, you got your merch on, and
You
it's
got
like,
your lady with you.
right, and it's like this feels. I can tell that he's taking this more seriously than a lot of other of our peers. You know what I mean?
Thank you, brother.
And it's like no doubt to them, I'm sure they're taking this seriously too. That's their craft, especially if they want to have any kind of success in this business.
Right.
But just seeing it, you know what I mean? And it was like, this is inspiring. You know what I mean? And it's something that you can admire. You know what I mean? Seeing you and seeing how you're branding yourself, seeing how you're pushing your image forward. You know what I
No,
mean?
thank
It's
you.
inspiring.
That's
Right.
actually EJ hit on a note. I wanted to tell you that for you. He said something. He asked me about one of my challenges. The funny thing is, that verse is kind of a peek into what I'm trying to challenge myself to do now. Make more personal music. You know, because motivation is great. and inspiration is great, but I'm noticing people want to know more about me
Right.
and my story. So I'm just getting y'all a little exclusive. Next album, I'm gonna go away in the cave for a little bit, but before the year's out, I'm actually gonna have one more single. I did want to tell y'all that I'm actually gonna have one more single. I'm gonna put out before the year's out, but I'm gonna take a little time.
My boy gonna turn into the coal and have.
I'm going to the cave. I'm going to the cave, and I'm really gonna dive deep because this next album, I talked to Will about it a little bit. This next album, it's gonna be really trying because I'm actually gonna talk about a little bit of what I went through as far as trying to be, and what I'm going through now as far as trying to be a man. You know, I just moved out of my parents' house, and I'm not gonna lie, it was an emotional. It was a little emotional for me. Now I ain't shed no tears, but it was like, man, like I'm really trying to be a man out here. I'm like, man, this man shit ain't easy. Y'all think this shit easy? I'm like,
absolutely.
I know it ain't, it ain't got no period and nothing like that, but bruh, when shit go left,
It goes left.
Go left. Hard.
everybody looking at you to figure it out. They not looking at you. You can't be emotional.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I caught an L today, and I'm not gonna go into how I caught the L.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you like,
Yeah.
On the record. But
Now he being real though.
I caught an L today, and it took for me to talk to my big brother, because in my head, I think one way. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily. I feel like everybody think their own way, but like but he, he brought it to light, and he was just like, Wayman, you got to think to yourself like, what you have going on, you're LeBron in your situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I have a family. I got a wife. I got 2 kids. You're the LeBron in the family. So when you win, people are going to look to you.
Yeah.
When you lose, people are going to look to you.
Yeah.
So and no slight to my family or whatever, but because they didn't force me to sign no contract or to whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and this is a free jam to everybody, like, you got to think for your team.
Yeah.
You can't just think for yourself and expect for your team to think, not, and this is gonna sound bad, but think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, when LeBron go in, if J.R. Smith missed the 3-pointer that's gonna win the game, you got some that's gonna blame J.R., but the masses is gonna blame LeBron for that game.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
So
You're right.
if you want to win in your case, you got to think for yourself. You got to think for the next man, the next kid, your wife or your girlfriend or whoever. Because like I said, they looking to you.
Yeah.
They not looking.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They can put up 15, 20, but they looking for you to put up them 30 and 40 points.
Right.
Every night.
One of the most gratifying things I ever got with Poetry in Motion so far as a label, man, when Scott Lewis one time told me on the phone, he was just like, bruh, you good, bruh. I trust your judgment. I was just like, just something simple like that. I was just like, dang, bruh, like my partner actually like trusts me. Like I can take care of it on my own, and he just show up and he know I got it laid out. Hey, Scott, we doing this. In fact, just having someone to be able to just trust me that I got it.
He's looking to you, bro.
Yeah, and that meant a lot. That meant a lot. But yeah, I really appreciate it. You sharing that, E. And me and E had some conversations before Intro to So Rap came out, and I will be the first to say, EJ, man, you really did inspire me on the making of it, because I actually sent him some songs back and forth as it was being created, and he was like, man, you got some hits, man.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that early off, so, and I definitely appreciate that, man.
Hey man, no problem, bro. I appreciate you for even, saying that, because you don't have to.
Right.
Oh yeah, you a goat in the city now too. Both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all actually bring the city closer.
It's the man right here.
Yeah, man. Y'all bring people together. I noticed that.
Hey man, we gonna bring the whole city together, bro.
Try to, man. Try to. That's the goal, bro. Cause we all on the same team at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we represent Koga.
Yeah,
We
that's
all
it,
agree.
man.
Represent 706.
That's it.
It's not this competition that, and all of us do it, that we like to think that it is. It's really not.
I'm put you on the
It's
spot.
really not.
I'm put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
All right. Do y'all think Intro to Soul Rap is at least in the top 3 albums in the city this year?
In the city this year,
In the city this year. Would y'all put it up there on the board?
I would like to think so. I think it's a short body of work, and to me that can be a gift and a curse,
Okay.
because there's not that much room for error.
Okay.
But for the quality of work that you gave, there's no bad songs on this project.
No, it's not a bad project.
And I think because of that alone, you know what I mean, because of the small amount of the small margin that you gave yourself for anything, 2 songs can make this like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
I
not
know.
that many songs. It's like 2 songs
I
that's
know.
not really connecting
Yeah.
can really break the project. You know what I mean? And I feel like that about not just on the local level, you know what I mean, on a huge level.
Anybody,
If
yeah.
you got 8 tracks and you
Yeah.
got 3 that really ain't, it's like, I don't know, man.
It ain't it.
You know what I mean? Especially if you gotta skip them back to back. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? For your project, man, especially for this being your debut, I really feel like it's up there. I really
Okay.
do.
What about you, E?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna cap to you.
Okay.
Is it top 3? I'm not gonna sit back and be like, no, and I'm not gonna sit back and be like, yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
The reason being is because I'm not like super tapped in.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But
And I can say the same on that. I can
but
say
it
the
is
same on
a great body of work. I'm gonna say that.
Respect that.
I'm gonna say that. Is it? No, not to you.
Yeah. No, you good. You good.
You know,
I don't know where you're going with this. I know, I'm letting
Me and
you get it off.
me
I
and
don't
EJ
know where
had a
you're going with
conversation
this.
already. We had
We
a
did.
conversation.
my guy put out one of the best bodies of work. Shout out to Reds.
You did? Yeah. It was definitely dope.
right.
It was definitely
You
dope.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and I'm gonna say it on my podcast.
I like that. You wanna know why? Cause the next album, gonna get his ass.
Okay.
Gonna get his ass next one.
But you know what though? I'm gonna tell you something that you did on this album that I have not seen, and I wanted to ask you, why did you do it?
Okay.
Okay,
What is it?
it's a skit. Oh no, it's a voicemail on the project, and Buddy called your album whack. One, is that a real voicemail? And 2, like what made you want to put that on your project?
Okay. You're gonna see something that I do pretty soon. It's actually gonna be in my next single, One Life, that's coming really soon. I started putting satire in my music because I don't want it to feel too serious. I don't want it to feel I'm talking about some serious stuff, but I don't want it to feel like you in church. I don't want it to feel like you gotta act a certain way when this is my music. You gotta be super woke. I gotta be blackity black. You don't have to do that. You can be sleep. Cause be honest, some woke people sleep. But you don't even have to necessarily be into conscious music. I'm aware that my music has a certain consciousness to it. I put that in there for a satire effect because some people listen to my music, they not feeling it at all. So for them, that's your moment to like, yeah, hell yeah, this shit's up.
That's dope.
Right.
And
That's dope.
and for the ones that do like it, they hear that and they like, this dude
Right.
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, when I heard
Bro,
it-
tripping.
When I heard it, I was like, yeah, he's tripping. Like,
but it showed a sincerity moment in you because, like you said, you've heard people doubt your opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just for you to do that, it's like the transparent.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's very transparent.
And
You got
that's
to,
dope.
man.
Man, how many
Music is
people you know
subjective.
gonna do that? Like,
Too many.
I don't know nobody.
But it's little things like that that make albums stand out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? he mentioned it. I didn't mention it, but that's something. When I heard it too, it was like he's aware that everybody not gonna rock with your music.
Nah.
You know what I mean? But the fact that you was able to put it in your album and like showcase it, and like you said, this is your moment. You know what I mean?
Did on purpose. And it was him just feeling it, and he said it. I said, "No, keep it just like that." I said, "Reason why? Because music is like being in a grocery store. You got fruits and vegetables. You got cookies.
Mm-hmm.
You got bread. You got meat. You got all type of stuff. You got different choices of food. You're gonna pick what you like. You know, if you want to be healthy,
right,
you can get the healthy stuff. If you want a mix of everything, you can get a balanced diet. You know, you get some sweets here and there, get some meat here and there, get all that. If you just want pure junk, well, go on down there to the aisle, go get the cookies, get ice cream, get all you want.
Right.
Go get it all.
I remember years ago, you was frustrated because you was like, why is mainstream playing this bullshit? And I would have to tell you, like, look, bro, we're in a time where there's a lane for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You find your lane, like, and you
just run
master.
down.
You run that lane.
Run down
That's yours.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty between our generation and the generations before us. We pick and choose what we want to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
They didn't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had to be nice.
Yeah.
2,
that's true.
They had to be nice to other people.
Yeah.
2, they had to sign and give their shit away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have. First off, I don't have to like your music.
Absolutely.
In order for you to succeed. Of course, that's how it was back then too. But you can have your own audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you cater to that audience. You know, you can sell your own, and you can do everything yourself.
You can become your own entity within a big pool of music. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's exactly what I had in mind. I appreciate what you said with that, man. That means a lot, bro.
It's a free gem, bro. You're on the Free Gems podcast.
No, you're right. I actually, when I got done with this project, I said, okay, this was a good stepping stone.
Yeah.
This is not for me to kick my feet up and celebrate, me. Because I believe my album's a classic, but I believe my album will be understood as a classic to other people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on my trajectory, depending on how I go about it. And I said, alright, it's a stepping stone. I'm not gonna lie, when I listened to my album a couple days ago, I was like, I be goddamn, I done made my next album a fucking challenge. I was like, cause to be 10 times better than that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go back to getting up in the morning, writing, rewriting songs over and over and over and over till it's right, going over mixes over and over. I mean, the process of making this was strenuous. The final mix down of the album, I fell asleep. Because I was just completely physically exhausted.
So you do your own mixes?
No, I actually, Easy does it. He mixes and masters for me. But the thing is, I sit and I'm hands-on with Easy. I sit, I don't like that. No, let's try that.
Right.
Nah, I literally put my head in the speaker. Nah, that's not it. Nah, I hear this little twitch right here. I'll literally drive home, hear the twitch in the car, and want to come all the way back. I'm like, man, I heard this little static thing. I'm not crazy, bro. I hear it right here. And Easy's always like, bro, we'll take care of it tomorrow. I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta do it right now, bro. It's gonna drive me crazy tonight.
But you know what? That's that
passion.
Yeah.
The passion, that drive. And going back, taking your music serious.
Yeah. No, you got to be your toughest critic.
Right.
As a musician, you have to be your toughest critic. It can't be your mama. It can't be your daddy. It can't be your friend. It can't be your girlfriend. It can't be Pookie and them. It can't be none of that. It has to
Every
be
black person
you.
named Pookie.
It has to be you. You have to literally put your music up to you and say, would I bump this shit?
Right.
Yeah.
You can't be like, yeah, I'm 5. Nah, would you bump that? Cause you know, if you don't even bump your own shit every now and then, be like, damn, bro, I was sticking my bag on that shit.
Right.
If you don't even get that feeling to want to do that sometimes, your shit ain't that dope. Because you don't even believe it.
Right. Absolutely.
As
bro.
far as writing, what's your next venture? Like, do you see yourself, you know, putting out a poetry book? Do you see yourself putting out a actual book, or whatever? Like, what's the next step?
Man, you put me on spot with that one. I actually have thought about writing children's books before. I thought about that. Actually, that would be something. If I do that, that would be something in collaboration with my girlfriend. We have a non-profit organization. We're gonna be working on really soon.
Shout it out. Shout it out.
You know, I don't want to get the name up too much because we want to make sure we own that name.
Yeah.
We
Right.
want to make sure we own that name because that name right there is powerful. It's powerful. But what am I about to say? Oh, but as far as writing, I will admit I did come up with the idea of doing the Saints Notebook, where I'm gonna actually post pictures and take photographs of when I write songs, the editing process. Scratch out lines. I stopped throwing that stuff away now. Started saving it and showing people how I put this word right here. I even put the 16 counts on the beat. I'm like, okay, the beat does this right here. Make sure you hit it right on that.
Showing them the process.
Yeah, I show the process. I'm actually the Saints Notebook. I'm actually gonna do that. I'm actually gonna start Saints Sundays too. That's another idea I have. I actually wanna every Sunday have some piece of content for people because I understand people want to know more about me than just the music. So I got that. As far as writing Saints Notebook, and you have to subscribe to the Saints Club email list to view the Saints Notebook.
What's the Saints Club's email list? Put that out there.
All right, so now the link is actually you can actually go to my Facebook page, Jay Saint Facebook page. You can actually also go to my Instagram bio under the link tree. It says join the Saints Club.
What's your Instagram?
The Instagram is I am Jay Saint. That's IAMJSAINT. That is literally on every platform, by the way. It's all social media platforms. You can go there in the link. You'll see New Dimension. You'll see another link that says nominate me for Album of the Year at the Tri-City Hip Hop Awards 2021. You can tap that if you like, you know. Listen to the album first before you do that. I tell people that listen to it first. If you don't feel like it is, don't vote, you know, because all you're doing is going to give me more fuel for fire and I'm just put your ass wrong. But
let them know.
You'll also see another link for listening to the album, but under that, the last link, it says join the Saints Club. I'm telling you, get on it now, because actually when I start rolling out the Saints Notebook and the merch and different physical products, you know, I'm not going to be with that, hey bruh, hit me on I hit you in DM, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pull up on you.
But what's that?
Like,
Listen,
oh,
I'm a businessman.
Yeah, man. I'm just like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I need reciprocity. I need to know you tuned in to what's going on. If you tuned in, I'm gonna take care of you.
Right.
Like family. That's what I call the Saints Club. Everybody in the club, we all Saints. So, you know, I'm gonna make it a family experience. The Saints Club, really, y'all not gonna pay for much. Y'all gonna pay for 50%. The other 50% is free.
Yeah.
Right.
You got anything else?
I want to ask y'all a question.
What's
Go
up?
ahead, shoot.
For the Free Jump podcast, you know, how y'all feel? Just put 2020 in a microscope. How have y'all felt about this year? Like, this is aside from music, just as far as like the everything.
No, you said
Coronavirus.
It's been a strange year.
Bro, this is the worst year of my life.
However,
It's
for creators, there's been a lot of upside because
Slick.
for those
You're right.
people who felt like they needed more time,
bro.
This
They
was
got
like
it.
they had
This
time.
was the time.
They
They
had
got
the
it.
time. So, you know, there was a lot of things that did go wrong, a lot of things that's continuing to go wrong. However, go ahead, you good.
You good? Go ahead.
You good.
Love you, man.
A lot of things that did go wrong, a lot of things still going wrong. However, those artists who just needed the time and they was able to stay home,
Yeah,
get that
put that-
unemployment,
Ooh.
You had time.
Hey, that unemployment checks, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I miss that. I ain't gonna lie, I miss that unemployment check.
Hey,
I miss that money, man. That money came in. Oh my gosh.
This a moment I done gotten blessed.
Well, I went on Amazon like, give me a mic, give me some head.
But you know what though? You hit it on the head.
You
And I'm gonna say this. This year was, one of the worst, but it's also one of the best.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is one of the best, and I'm changing that because words are power.
Yeah.
When you speak things into existence, but
You right.
but to touch on to what you just said, bro, like
I moved in on getting stuff I needed. I moved in on that.
when I
You
tell
had
you,
to,
bro,
because you had to know in the back of your mind that unemployment money was gonna stop.
It
was, bro.
Exactly. It was gonna stop.
it was, bro, and then like for you to invest in yourself,
You got to. Trust me. Oh, I wanted to blow money on clothes, shoes, all that crap. Cause I know image is something too. And I've been saying, I'm like, man, I need to get a whole I need to get my wardrobe up. But I got good clothes, but I'm like, it's stuff I wanna wear.
Right.
I actually like wearing, like, for me, like, I love wearing Carcanine. I'm like, well, my budget don't afford me to wear Carcanine like I like to.
Yeah.
Right.
But I want to
Black
spend on
owned.
that. Yeah, I love wearing black owned brands. I mean, like, oh yeah, by the way, I gotta make sure I give EJ something for 10 feet as well. Gotta make sure I do that. Cause I owe you to get a shirt.
hey, bro,
I owe you
it's
to get a
all
shirt.
good, bro. Thank you, though.
I remember stuff like that.
You're here. That's how you supported me. You're here. This is free gems, bro.
Appreciate that, man. But yeah, like you said, I automatically was like, dang, you know what? This money gonna stop. What do I need? I need a mic. And I said, you know what? I went and got the mic. I got the computer. Got the what's it? Not sound system, but it's the you plug it into the mic. I forgot what it's called, but it's the interface.
Audio interface.
Yeah, audio interface. Got the whole package. I literally got it. I've just like really started opening it up, and I ain't gonna lie, I started getting frustrated because I'm starting to use it to do demos, but I'm gonna eventually get better at it. But because I'm used to recording with Easy when I do my albums and my projects and my songs,
Right.
but I'm trying to keep with the DIY, and also at the same time, Easy's not forever.
Bro, I told you a long time ago, just record your stuff
Yep.
yourself, send
Yep.
it out to somebody who can mix and master it.
Yep.
If you don't know how to mix and master.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And,
You know-
and I'm telling you, literally, you give me that mic, made me at least 5 times better when I did my album. Because I knew what my voice sounded like.
Yeah.
Because at first, I was going to the studio like, let me just try this voice. Let me
Right.
try this voice. Let me try this move. I'm just like, all right, okay. I have a lighter voice than most males. I don't have all the deep bass. Okay, I get to do shit with my voice everybody else can't do.
Right.
Right.
So I'm just like, I started singing my whole song. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm about to kill it. I'm like,
Right.
I'm like, all right, I can actually hit tones like way easier. Like I did it with my homeboy Sky on his Black of the Berry single. He needed a higher tone for one of his melodies. I'm just like, shit,
I got it.
give it to me, I got you, bro. Give it to me, I got you.
What you say?
I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my bag.
Exactly. It's like, man,
Can I add some on here?
yeah.
Songwriting.
Exactly. I'm not. Yeah. And think about me. And think about me and Scott Lewis about Poetry in Motion. When you do a song with us, or we actually put it on our BMI, and you get your half, you get your splits when you do songs with us.
Hey, that's a
And
gem.
for producers,
Tell them how they can do that.
One of the
'Cause
problems-
some people don't know how to do it.
okay, let me explain to you through what happened with my album. So the album's done, right? Most of these beats I got off YouTube. And I just got them off producers' YouTube. I didn't rip them off YouTube. I paid for the beat like a regular consumer,
Right.
respecting their process and their business and the way they eat. Paid for the leases that I need, because I really went and got the leases that where I could actually like get the tag off and like actually
Exclusive.
like, own,
Yeah.
like exclusives.
Right.
So I went and did that. Now some of the beats, the producers wouldn't even respond to my emails, or they wouldn't give me their BMI information.
Terrible business producer.
I was about to say.
and as a producer, we got to do better.
Yeah,
Because it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop with
Thank you.
a artist going to your beat store and purchasing your beat. You have to communicate.
Yes.
Because though you may have your contract, once they download it, you might get a copy of that contract, but you still got to be in contact with these artists. How else would you know in your contract if you got if you don't got the exclusive at the 500 streams, you got to repurchase. If you don't keep in contact with that artist, how would you even know?
Yeah.
You cheating yourself.
Free Jim.
Exactly. That I went through that. And I actually held the album back a little bit longer
Right.
because of that. And eventually, I just couldn't hold it. So I just like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to just, if I take an L, it's all right. I'll stand on my music. I stand on what I created because I was trying to do right, and I got email proof. I tried to do right, bro.
Right.
And you came late.
Right.
So, but how you do that is basically you go to the BMI website. You sign up as a songwriter, as a publisher, as I think producer too. I think producers. I don't know if producers on there. I think it's mainly writer, writer and publisher.
Right.
Those are the main. You sign up a publisher. By the way, a publisher is someone that publishes a song. That basically means like if I had the song "Mary Had a Little Lamb," you actually have the master and you put it out.
Absolutely.
You actually and you wrote the song, so you publish songs. Like you publish a book. Like the company that the author works with, they help publish the book, put it out. A songwriter, basically, you write the song. You wrote the song.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for y'all that don't write the songs, I don't know who you gonna pay. Who you gonna put on there? But yeah, that's just another thing. But you go on BMI, you sign up. Now, when I signed up, I got a member ID, got an email and everything.
Right.
And from now on, every song I put out, I write the title on there, who, how long the song is, lyrics, I wrote them, producer, he made the beat. Most of the time, a lot of producers out there, they don't respond. And the thing is, I look at it like, man, it's your fault because I could blow up and be making money off the song, and you gonna give me 100% of the profit, and you could have got the money.
Yep.
Right.
You could. I'm literally trying to give you the money.
Splits, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta get your business right.
Come on, man. Like we gotta stop talking about producers getting fucked over on business if they don't have no business.
Ooh.
I'm just saying we gotta get past doing stuff that's not official.
Right.
Like quit with the posting beats on Instagram and you don't even have your own pro set up, man. Come on. You don't even have it set up. It's like you could literally have a real industry artist could reach out to you and you won't get paid jack.
Nothing.
You would get paid nothing.
Because you ain't got your
You have nothing set up and you try to hit them up about it, it's gonna be
They're not gonna hit them
you
up.
gonna be in the spam folder. Like
You're not
they
going to reach.
yeah, this number is not work. Like you're gonna be literally be ass out, and your beat can blow up. You never know. I think I heard the same story about the guy that made the Old Town Road beat. He stayed in contact with Lil Nas, and then helped him with the TikTok campaign.
Yeah.
And then when it blew up, they renegotiated the beat because he was with, I think, I'm not sure if it was Universal, but he signed by that point. When he signed, they renegotiated the terms of who owns the song. Half of it is Lil Nas or the record company or whatever, and the producer is actually, he owns half of it too.
Yeah, which he should.
Which he should.
Right.
We ain't gonna talk about the sample, that sampling, but they got into their budget with that sample. Like they did have to pay for the sample. That's one thing I did try to do too. I tried to clear the samples before, but a lot of them didn't respond because I'm a little guy to them. So they like, yeah, what, gone.
Yeah.
But it's their loss because But regardless, that battle, I blow up, and if I have to deal with that, I deal with that when I get that. That's why it's gonna be important to get a good lawyer eventually when I can afford one.
Say it again.
It's important to get a good lawyer. I know that ahead of time. I don't even have one yet.
Right.
I did get the Courier newspaper, and I did see that there's a law firm in Columbus that they actually do entertainment.
Bro, he is dropping gems, bro.
They actually do entertainment. The Courier,
fucking
check out the Courier newspaper. They have an ad all the time. It's towards the bottom of the front page. I forgot the name of it. Make sure I give it to you, Will. Oh yeah, they do entertainment.
Please do.
Yeah, entertainment is one of their services. They people that they service. They definitely do that. So I've always kept them in my mind. Like, all right, if I need somebody local, I can go to them. And also for my black brothers out there, if you can't afford a lawyer, per se, like if you get into a jam, that's anything, not even entertainment, anything criminal, anything like that. Please sign up for Legal Shield. I pay a $15.95 subscription every month.
That man is out here giving out gems, bro.
Yeah,
I
like
better listen.
legit, like it's on your phone.
Man.
It's an app on your phone. Legal Shield. Look it up. It's literally like having a lawyer in your back pocket. If you get into a situation, they have a toll-free number. They have a emergency phone call number, 24-hour access, by the way. So if you have an emergency, you can talk to your direct lawyer who's assigned to you, and they can help you in every situation you at. So,
My boy just dropped an ad.
yeah, man. Hey,
This podcast is sponsored by Legal
Legal
Shield.
Shield.
Legal Shield, we need the bag.
Shout out to T.I.
We need the bag.
What was that?
it's important to know what you can turn to help you with what you need. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this pod today,
It was Jim Field, bro.
bro. So
Bro.
many.
Hey, shout out to Jay Saint. Shout out to Poetry in Motion. A lot of people don't know this at all. You told me about Jay Saint years ago.
I believe it.
Years
Really?
ago.
I know years ago. Hey,
But the thing is, I didn't know how I can get in contact with you. I messed around and found him on Instagram by chance. I heard the album, and I reached out immediately and said, I need you in Free Coast. I don't even know if you remember that. I need you.
I remember.
I need you in Free Coast, bro. You are dope. You know what I mean? I heard it, and I was like, this is the kind of energy I want with me.
I sent you a beat. I sent you like 2 beats. And I don't think you remember, but it was. Well, can I say Wayne?
I don't care.
Okay, it was Wayne's beats.
Wayne is my government.
I don't call that nigga Will.
I remember this.
Look, I sent it to you.
I want to know what beats you said.
I can't
I don't
remember.
even know this.
I can't remember, but I sent them to you. But
Bro said,
I don't know what you would
them
have.
trash. Bro said,
I don't know what I
ain't
said. I don't know what I said.
But you know
me. Knowing me, I'm an honest guy.
And I tried to connect the dots on this one, but I'm glad that it connected by themselves.
Right.
Yeah, it did. You definitely did. Like, I think. Oh yeah. By the way, we will have. You know what I'm saying? Will's gonna be on the next album. By the way. Yeah, we're gonna finally make that collab, dog.
Dropping the ball. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going to be on my debut album, by the way.
He has to do it
You know what I'm
first.
saying?
Oh yeah.
He has to do it first.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Listen.
you telling the truth though? You telling the
You have
truth?
to do
Once-
it
tell the
first.
Hey,
truth.
when he gets it back, I already know it's gonna be fire. I ain't even worried about it. You know what I mean?
I want it to happen though.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Hey,
It's gonna
you
happen.
know what? When I finish that feature, I'm gonna make sure I give it to you. I'm gonna make sure I send it to let you hear it.
You know what I'm saying?
Immediately.
Okay. Definitely will.
Immediately. You're look, we all run businesses. We all work. You're never too busy
You right.
to do something that's important to you.
Absolutely.
That's a gem.
Absolutely.
If it's not important to you, just say that. Like, look, bro, I got other stuff going on. I'm gonna get to it when
And
when
that
I
don't
can.
necessarily mean it's not important to you.
But it's not first priority.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If don't say like, hey, I got you, man. I got you. But you know that you're not about to go work on this as soon as you get to the crib.
Right.
Because I know that how I am.
I've done that before. I have done that before.
I know how I am, and I know how how my circle, how we are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You tell somebody something, you got to be a man of your word. You got to do it. I'm not, and I, you know what I'm saying? And I'm stepping on a lot of toes right now,
Yeah.
and I don't give a fuck. But if you gonna do something, do it, including myself.
And myself.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
man, hey, me too.
I'm sitting on features right now.
Like you got like stop
I've been
playing,
a big one
bro.
doing that.
Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like the that record or that meeting, that could be a life changing record or a life changing meeting, and you would never know because
You didn't fall through.
you didn't follow through.
Yeah.
You wasn't a man or you wasn't a woman of your word.
yeah.
Right.
Stop playing yourself.
Right. I like how you talking to the camera.
Hey man, I got to because this
Talking
is
to the camera. Hey, bro,
this some free gems,
bro,
bro.
letting them know.
This free gems, and
you right.
we got to put it all out there on the table.
Absolutely.
Nah, you're right. I can definitely say, I'm a man on my word. This next album, I actually making more of an effort, not to just rely on just networking with online producers. I'm actually working with producers I actually meet locally. I just did a collaboration with Jay Bird Beats. We did the One Life joint together. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about this one because it's not different. It's basically imagine like a song that should have belonged on an album that just didn't make it. Look at it like that. I'm a little worried about it because it's my first time trying it with like another producer and I'm not controlling like listen to the beat. No, I don't like that. It was like he brought me something, I liked it, wrote to it. I was just like, wow, this is okay. This is different. Like it's a different. So yeah, this next project, I'm definitely taking a chance to try to network more. Yavo will be CLB Yavo. Reach out to him. He's actually gonna be producing on this joint too. We already talked about it. I already said your song Locked In. This song will be my outro. I end all my projects like that. I heard that outro already. I heard the intro already.
Bro, another thing, when you do like records as artists, stop. Just record, bro.
Okay.
Just record. When you add all the extra shit, like this is gonna be on my album. This is gonna be on my tape. This is gonna be on. I'm in album mode. No, nigga, you need to be in recording mode at all fucking time.
You right. You right. No,
Stop
you're
being
right.
picky, bro. If stop being scary.
That's real though.
Because like when you just record,
Right.
you never know. It may not make the album. You don't know.
Bro.
You can have it sitting in your thing, but as long as it's sitting on your end and it's sitting on the next person's end, and they can drop it because you don't want to on your album or your single or whatever. Like do it like that. Stop being in quote unquote album mode or quote unquote this is gonna be on my tape.
Right.
Yeah.
Just record, bro. You'll get so much more out of the process just recording than you putting that pressure on yourself.
That
and
this has to be track number one.
This has to be track number 2.
You know what I mean? And if it don't, then I'm scrapping it. Nah.
Like
it can't
no,
be like
bro. You never know because the joint that you just did could make it on your 5th album.
that. Absolutely.
Stop like that. That's what I'm saying. Like just
I got a
stop.
song EJ heard. I still hadn't dropped yet.
But
And you told me it was crazy.
But as long as it's just do it and finish it. Move on to the next thing. As long as it's done, that's all that matters.
And that's with producers,
Right.
singers, rappers, whatever it is that you do. If you draw, bro, finish it, bro.
That's it, bro.
Finish it, bro. It's all about the finished product. We don't care about what you started.
We don't give a fuck.
We don't care about what you started. Finish the product.
We don't care if you gonna drop that motherfucker today.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't
It's
care.
all about finishing.
Finish it
All
and
about
send it to the person that you started that thing with.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I have a whole project, but it's not out. It's not even in my possession. Like we could be out here getting money, even if it's $5. I'm not a selfish man. I split $2.50 down the middle. That's your $200. That's your $2.50. Give me mine. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that guy. I'm telling you, bro. Do not be that guy. Don't be that woman either. That's holding on to people's shit. Because that's rightfully theirs.
Nah, you right. Nah, you right about that.
That's rightfully theirs, bro. it don't matter about the personal shit. And I know the person that's gonna listen to this, they probably gonna hit my line. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
I don't care.
Absolutely.
Say it, E.
I don't care because that's wrong.
Say it.
Don't let personal shit get involved with business.
Yo.
Don't let personal shit get involved with business.
Yo, E is actually hitting on a real.
Absolutely.
You hitting on a real note because I actually.
And
I learned that.
It's all business.
I
Bro,
learned
you know
that
what? Bro,
watching
you know-
other people.
Bro, you know how many people got shit like that they ready to drop right now?
Right.
Yeah.
And because the producer or whoever holding their shit,
Yeah.
whether it's a label or whatever or whoever it is,
Yeah.
they don't want to drop it because of personal shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I go through on a daily? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't do that.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Because
you cut your blessing too.
bro, exactly,
You
bro.
cut yourself too.
Exactly, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know the person who they gonna hear this and they gonna be like,
It's real,
Bruh,
It's just
facts.
Honest. It's just honest.
free gems,
It's just honest.
free gems, bro.
Oh, I want to tell y'all some. Since y'all music lovers, I want to tell y'all something to check out.
Okay.
Y'all know Mark Hall?
Yeah,
Mark Hall.
Yo, check out his album.
Wait, hold on. Mark Hall.
Mark Hall.
he in the city.
Check out his EP, man. 717. 717. One thing about me, I learned at Tri-City Hip Hop Awards. This is actually one of the 48 Laws of Power, by the way. Is know your competition better than they know you. No, that's one of the revelations I got from one of the 48 Laws of Power. And when I went to Tri-City Hip Hop Awards, I noticed not many people knew me. That's fine. I'm a little guy.
Right.
I'm coming up. That's fine with me. I literally knew who every artist was. Georgia Boy, Texaco Marley, Rhea 706, Big Reds, Tie Dye Intellect. Who else? Got 10 Carats, Cheevious Lee. You got FS Rudy. Got C Black, CLB Yavo. Like, I can go down the names.
Right.
I study it like a real madman because it's really not the competitive thing. It's the fact that I listen to all those people.
Right.
I listen to them and I compare my stuff and I'm like, okay, what can I work on?
Right.
What can I work on? I learned one thing from how Rhea does her vocals. How she lays her like it be flawless as hell. I'm like, damn. I listen to that and I'm just like, I gotta get my shit that flawless.
Bro, you
I'm
gotta
like,
go
damn.
get pull up. They got the stream pull up.
Man, I was like,
pull up.
man.
Pull up.
Stream pull up.
And look out for that episode. It
Hey,
flames.
I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah.
it's filled with gems too, bro.
I
Right.
listen to C Blacks and I'm like, okay, C Black. gets
Whatever
a
that
lot
man
of-
got going on, stream his shit too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all 706, bro.
Exactly, man.
Cold,
YSN Trap,
These are local artists I'm talking about.
that Front Street
Local.
Only,
Stream all of it.
From
Big
all,
Reds,
all
Tie
of
Dye
it.
Intellect,
Stream
Exactly.
all of it, bro.
stream all of it. Mike
It's a-
Grizzly,
It's some good content in the city, man. We just gotta support each other.
that's it. And
We are the best. We are the biggest kept secret, man, Georgia.
bro. And
We're the
free
biggest
gems,
kept secret.
free gems. Free gems is going to be the reason why everybody is going to
Go tap in.
tap into Columbus.
Absolutely.
I'm saying that right now. Free gems, me and Wayne are going to be the reason why everybody's tapping in.
But I would have to actually say T.I.
Yeah.
And the reason T.I. is number 5 for me, and he's over, I'll tell you who he's over. He's actually over Wayne. T.I.'s over Wayne because, and hear me out, because Wayne's prime is up there with almost anybody else's prime. Like, his prime was crazy.
Yeah.
But
Still going.
I do remember hearing when Wayne not fell off, but he wasn't hitting to me as he was at one point. I know with T.I.'s, it went just like this. It just gradually kept going up. And when it hit a ceiling, it only leveled off. It never dropped
Felt
per
like he
se.
was declining.
Never dropped per se. I look at career of people rapping, I look at how lyrically consistent can you stay. When Wayne started giving me the pussy rhymes, no offense, I kind of tuned out a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
and the drinking lean and he was doing that in his prime, but when became the center focus. This the same guy that did Georgia Bush. Now, it's the same guy that did the Don Cannon freestyle.
Yeah.
Like this the same guy from that. So I'm being
That's what you
fair.
You're holding him to a higher standard.
Yeah, bro. You gonna do that and then you gonna give me a song with Soulja Boy and I'm Not a Human Being too? No offense to Big Draco, but I'm like, no, bro, that ain't it.
More Soulja Boy slander.
That ain't it.
Right now,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And after that, we're gonna have to cut your hair.
But yeah, Pop, Big, Andre 3000. He doesn't get he gets love, but he gets love from the South. He doesn't get love from the East Coast and the West like he deserves.
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I can't agree, and because
Okay.
you gotta tap in if you haven't. This man has a whole genre of his own.
Yeah.
Bro, when I think of Three Stacks, and yes, they're in the South or whatever, but I'm thinking of JID. I'm thinking of Earth Gang.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm thinking of Smino.
He has sons.
These are
yeah.
products
Come-
of Andre.
Childish Gambino.
Come on, bro.
Andre.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Thug.
Yeah.
Product
Children
of Andre.
Come on, bro.
Children of Andre.
Like these,
You know,
He
people
has-
like to say
Alright.
Thug, the son of Wayne, which I
which he
understand
is.
that, but it's Andre.
You gotta
in there
sprinkle
too.
some Andre in that thing too.
Yeah, I agree.
So like people say that, and this man don't even have. He doesn't have a full solo album.
Right.
Man, we need to stop that too. Love Below is
Love
a
Below,
solo album,
it is,
but
but-
it's not a rap solo album. So I do get the slight.
Nah,
It's not a rap solo
it's a solo album, but it was packaged.
like a group project, which is fair. It was packaged like a group project.
But at the end of the day, he could, and Lord forbid anything happened to that man, he could pass away, and I'm fine with all the features that he done put together, and
Right.
Solid career.
Idlewild is like one of my wife's favorite movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's right. Like Idlewild is tough.
Right.
Even the project. You know what I'm saying? And what they did, like they put their music into their movie, their style into their movie. The only other hip hop acts that really did that was Dame with Paid in Full,
Yeah.
Right.
with Paper Soldiers, State Property 2, Streets is Watching.
Streets is watching. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's he really like kicked the door down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jay-Z on my list. Jay-Z grew on me. Cause at first I wasn't that impressed by Jay-Z.
And that's crazy.
But then when I started rapping and learning what he was doing with double entendres,
Bro, and
the
he does it
CNN
without
with
a
the one
pen.
eye, I was like, yeah.
He does it without a pen. And going back to what you said about Common, does it without a pen.
Yeah. I seen Common freestyle on video. I'm like, oh, he can really
Do it.
do this like rap.
Bruh,
Like
something that's
damn.
gonna take you 3 hours to do, he gonna do it in 15 minutes.
Have you seen Common's Tiny Desk? You rock with
I
Tiny
haven't.
Desk? Or the NPR
Yeah,
Tiny
I do.
Desk?
He got one?
Super
I didn't see it.
hard, bro.
Okay, I gotta see that one.
Super hard.
But yeah, that's
one of
why-
my favorites by far.
Okay, I gotta
That
see that one.
series.
I don't know. It's some pretty hard ones now.
No.
That one?
No. You're not listening.
Okay, alright. I'll be fair.
Common's Tiny Desk is amazing.
Okay. Alright, I gotta hear that.
There are some great ones out there. I agree.
Okay.
Common's Tiny Desk, and he did 2 of them.
Oh, what?
Watch
Okay, I
the
got
one
you.
at the White House.
He did a Tiny Desk at the White
Like
House.
the White House Library or
That's a
something like
flex.
that. Bro,
Damn. That is
amazing.
hard.
That's a flex.
amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
I got you.
Top tier. Top tier.
Okay.
Next year, where do you see yourself? This is the last question.
Next year, I see a lot more people wearing TSA clothing. I see my next project being done. I see more gas on my fire. You know, I see more people tuning in. Probably some collabs. I see myself growing as a man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this year alone, 2020. And I grew a lot as a man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'll admit, at the root of it, I just want to. I just want to be somebody that my family can look up to and be like, this dude took our name and like. I definitely see myself. He'll laugh, but I want to really push Scott Lewis to be a really force, because honestly I see stuff in him that I don't even see in myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I just know what his story could do for people. I see that. Yeah, bro, that's pretty much. I definitely see myself doing some philanthropy stuff. Well, I don't say philanthropy, but more activism. You know, I'm currently in talks with doing some things in the community that I keep the music away from that because for authenticity purposes, because I don't want to turn me helping the community into a promotional.
We only doing that because he about to drop a project.
Yeah, and no offense, like I'm not trying to throw shade, but I do not like. I won't respect no artist that does that. You know, do it because you really care about the community. Stop saying you care about the community just because it's a thing to say now. It's a thing to say, yeah, man, you know, we black, we gotta stick together. Stop saying it just for the sake of saying it. If you in your real life not really living like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm definitely doing things in the community, which you'll see that on that channel. Now I'm not going, you know, if music is brought to it, it has to be someone requesting it from me.
Yeah.
Requesting it for me, like, to do. So.
But you're not gonna do it like off the strength of yourself though.
Nah, because I want to be respectful for the fact I'm going to be helping young children. I want to respect that, you know, because to me, I think doing music and promoting yourself, you should always do it. I go to work and carry my QR codes with me. I'll pass them out. I done had people try to throw it away, turn my back. I literally, as I turn my back, I'll say, at least listen to it before you throw it away. And, you know, I understand that. That comes with it. One thing I told my girlfriend, I said, I won't mix the two. One fuels the other, but one is not going to be integrated in the other. You know,
Right.
I keep it separate out of respect for the community, because I just don't want to be that type of person that tries to, you know, no offense, I didn't like when Rick Ross posted the Bel Air thing while he was getting that Tory. Get at that man on your own. Like, don't do that. Try to turn that into a branding opportunity. There's nothing wrong with branding or marketing, but you talking about something about the black community. And to be honest, you know, you promoting alcohol. I know a lot of nigga shit that didn't happen from alcohol.
Right.
So I'm just saying, we gotta start looking at the substance now. We gotta start looking past just, you know, he do this, he do that. Well, you know what I'm saying? Are you doing it for the sake of bettering this, or are you doing it for the sake of actually helping the community? You know, I respect what Nipsey did, because he actually built it in the community. And building your own business in your hood, it brings the economy of the community up. Not you going to Beverly Hills doing a deal with somebody and we just buy your shit when we go to this high-end store, we put money in your pocket. It's different if the money not coming back. You know.
Alright.
I look at it like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Ray Ross, you know what I'm saying? He went to Albany State. I respect him, but you know, I look at stuff like that mainstream artists do. I can tell the industry, I can tell a person like me, I'm like, all y'all niggas fake. But some of y'all do real shit sometimes. Y'all do it so everybody can call you a real nigga on Instagram. But I'm finding a lot of people aren't as real as they perceived to be. And I'm not like, I'm the realest man alive. I've done some fake shit before too. I've done some fuck shit, you know. But the thing about me is, I learn from my mistakes. And when I'm wrong, I hate apologizing, but yeah, I'm wrong. I tell my girlfriend, when I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I might fuss about it, but wrong is wrong. Fix it.
Right.
You know?
That's 1,000, bro.
Hey, with that being said, thank you, Jay Saint. Go stream Intro to Soul Rap. It's 6 songs.
6 songs,
6
man.
songs.
Go stream that.
There's not a skip on there.
No
Not a
skills.
skip on there. You heard that from me. I mean it. Great project, man. Go cop the Saints apparel. Is it a link for it yet?
It's coming. Not yet.
Not yet.
Go
When he
join the
drop it,
Saints Club.
Go join the Saints Club. And subscribe.
You'll hear more
to
about that. If you just on Instagram or Facebook, you ain't gonna hear the shit.
You ain't
Shout
gonna
out
hear
to
it.
Poetry in Motion.
Yep. Shout out Sky Lewis.
Shout out Free Coast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to Free Jam Podcast, by the way, too.
Hey, man.
Hey.
We're gonna stay
here.
10 feet.
Hey, all the way in this guy.
Hippie.
Hey, shout out Gumbo.
Hey, GSV.
Hey,
You heard what he said. You heard what that man said earlier.
You heard him. You heard him.
You know what
Jack of all-
you know where to go.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
I gotta
hook
Go
up with
stream
Gumbo,
that
too.
project, bro.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them. Because the
Both
Chocolate
of 'em.
Screwed is hard.
Go get that.
Hey, yes, sir.
But
Thank
that
y'all again for
concludes.
having me, by the way.
Hey,
I
man,
really
no problem,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Thank you.
I hope I expressed myself in the most honest way. You know, even if I was wrong, I'm doing nothing but learning. So,
1,000.